For many years, bullying has been a serious issue all around the world. As time goes by, it only seems to get worse, yet more and more people continue to ignore it. Every single day, adults and children face verbal and even physical abuse, leading to extreme depression, health issues, difficulty with academics, and even suicide. Since the day it began, the chain of bullying has continued to grow at an increasingly fast rate, putting more people in risk of facing the horrid abuse that attaches itself with bullying. Innocent human beings must suffer through this every waking day of their lives, so we must act fast and do everything in God's will to prevent this awful act from occurring. Bullying doesn't just stop at a few choice words. Those words can follow someone for the rest of their lives and affect them every single day. In today's world, students at all grade levels have so much on their plate. So when they get bullied, it just acts as the entree of their dish. When these students get bullied and add onto the already existing stress, it's extremely common for them to change their thought process. During these times, it almost seems hopeless for the students, leading them to believe that the world will be better off without them, therefore, resulting in the most unfortunate of deaths, suicide. Nobody involved with these students' lives wants to see suicide associated with them in any way, shape, or form, but sadly, that's one of the results of bullying. Suicide is the third leading cause of death in regards to students, and that's something that needs to be changed immediately. It's almost as if bullying is lurking around every corner. It is so common in this day and age that it seems to be almost inescapable. Bully victims can experience so much more than what the media makes you believe. The simplest words or phrase can turn into the biggest of hardships for any person of any age. About 40% of students that face bullying begin to develop mental and physical issues almost immediately after the abuse begins. Depending on what is being said and how it's being received by the victim, symptoms of a loss of appetite, anxiety, or depression can begin to appear. From there, it can get even worse, potentially leading to life-threatening diseases such as anorexia or bulimia. Although we all like to believe that the average person understands the consequences of bullying, there's always someone who will disagree with the reaction of the victim. Bullies, along with their friends and family, may argue that the victim was too sensitive and the quote unquote bully was not being vindictive but was only trying to be funny. These people may believe that it was all in good humor and was just looking to arouse their peers, but they don't realize the harm they were causing this person. People can say some of the most hurtful things and think it's okay simply because they aren't seeing it through the victim's perspective. No human soul deserves to experience the painful verbal and physical abuse that is bullying. With so many forms of communication and media nowadays, it's so easy to reach out to someone and hurt their feelings. The effects that come along with bullying are so easy to avoid and look out for, but society continues to ignore it. Hopefully, one day in the future, we won't have to worry about this disgraceful behavior, but as of now, the youth of society is still haunted by the act of bullying.